Hey guys, welcome back. Had a few people ask for when we're off-roading, looking for spots to go to for camping and driving, etc. So I just thought I'd shoot this short video and share the software that we use. It's an app called Gaia. Now it's available on both iOS and Android, and they do two versions of it. They do a free version, which is the basics. That's the one we use. Then they also do a premium membership where you get extra benefits, which we haven't found we've needed yet. So at the moment we're just running the standard app that's free. Download it. It's a really good app. It works on your phone, iPad, Samsung or Android tablet. And up in the top corner here you've got a search coordinate, so you can put in an area that you might want to visit. So if I just use Marangaroo National Park as a standard site, because that's somewhere that we do go every now and then. There's some really good spots up there. What it does, it allows you, so it'll zoom in and find or zone in and find where you want to go, and I'll show you what it does. These red lines here are tracks that we've already done previously, that it's saved, recorded. But yeah, you basically go down to a spot that you want to, to a spot you want to search or drive, and then across on the left hand side here you've got these options. Obviously plus and minus zooms in and out on the screen. You've got to find my location. If you click that, it'll zoom down and show you exactly where you are at the time that you hit it. So that is very good for if you are in the bush somewhere and you kind of lost your bearings, you can hit that and it'll pinpoint where you are. Map layers, there's a folder to file different things. You can obviously print the map out, create waypoints, create routes, or create an entire area where you box an area in. So I'll show you by creating a route. Click on there. Now it'll bring up a box down the bottom here which just shows your distance and all where you're going. But if we start, just zoom in a little bit, what it does, it'll lock it into the track. So if you click your mouse on there where that crosshair is, now you can basically click on any of this track anywhere along it, I should say. Now if you do too far a point to point, it might get a little confused and shoot across here somewhere. But if you keep them fairly close together, and by clicking on the track, as you can see there, it actually locks it onto the track. So if we were wanting to go down to, say, the Cox's River down here, and there's this camp area here, which technically it's on the other side of the river, so it's probably not the best example to show you, but say we wanted to get down to this point here and camp right there near the river, we go back up by clicking and dragging the map, and you can zoom in and out to make it a bit easier to see where your bearings are. If we click down here and down here, well, there's a campsite there. So if we click on that, so that's basically locked the track in. It's got the directional arrows to show you which way you would be heading going into your campsite, and then obviously you just follow the same track back out. Now we can save that under whatever name. So if we just call that Marangaroo example, you can call it whatever you like. You can change the color of the track as well. So if you have a particular way you like to work, where tracks you haven't done before or tracks that you prefer to do, whatever, you just change the coloring there. So there's a few options. You can pick whatever you like. Etc. More options, so you can go back in and edit it if you wanted to. You can hide it totally. You can share the link or copy a share link, so you can send that to someone that uses the map as well, make it public, etc. A lot of these things we haven't sort of gone into too much. I mainly use it for, as I said, if we're going to go for a drive on the weekend and we know roughly an area that we think we want to go, especially when it's these state forests where you've got a lot of logging roads, it is easy to get sidetracked. So when we go up there, we normally go in on this link road and follow it down through the Lidsdale State Forest, you can see there, and then go down into here, which can get a little bit confusing when you're in there because these tracks all look the same and they go everywhere. But that'll basically peg it out to where you want to go, and then you can add all these little icons yourself. There is an option in there. So obviously the little tent represents campsites, but you can put all different icons on there. So then over here on the map layers and overlays. So these are the different styles of maps. So you've got your standard Gaia topo map, which is the one that's on the screen there. You can add other maps, and I think you can buy them with the premium membership, and you can overlay multiple maps at once from memory as well. Again, we don't ever really need to do that, but one that is handy is the satellite. So it's a Google Earth style map. So if you are more familiar using that style of map where you can see the terrain and points that you might have visited before, like that, the old quarry, etc., that is a fairly good way of using it as well, because it does show you the terrain and the tracks a little bit better. But if it's just general driving, the topo map is more than sufficient. You can change them on your iPad as well, or your tablet, whatever you're using, and then obviously you can have all these different bits and pieces that will overlay on the map itself. And then one of the other things you can do there is, once you've got tracks that you like all the time and they are saved, you can manage them in the folder. So you can go in there. So there's the one that I just made as the example, Marangaroo National Park Trail. That's one that we did with one of my viewers. And the Pinnacle Trail, that's a really good track as well, which I pegged out, which we're going to redo that again soon. Now the good thing with it is, once you've done this mapping on here, you can tell it to sync to your device. So as I said, if you are off-road or you're planning to go off-road and you know you're not going to have real good phone coverage like a lot of national parks, you can pre-map all this out at home using your Wi-Fi or your internet on your phone or your device, and then once it is mapped out like this, it will sync across multiple devices. So if I got my Samsung tablet out now and log in to my account, that will automatically come up on the tablet as well. So it's synced across all your devices. So it's a really good program to use. As I said, there's no charge on the basic version, and we haven't yet needed any of the upgrades. So to be honest, I couldn't tell you exactly what the difference is in the two. But yeah, for anyone that just wants to get a good, accurate mapping software, this is really good. You can buy Hema and VMS and other mapping apps, but they tend to be quite expensive, especially if you buy one that you're not 100% keen on and then you buy another one and another one, etc. You can spend quite a bit of money. So this one works fantastic. You can zoom down quite close. I'm not sure what the scale is on it. I'm not right into maps in as far as the 250k or 100k, etc., but you can zoom down quite close. As I said, you can map out pretty much any track you want to do. You can search. All the major national parks will come up. So if you did Abercrombie, you can see there Abercrombie State Conservation Area. You've got Abercrombie River National Park, Northern Trail. There's a whole swag of things in here. Turon is another spot that we go to on a regular basis. So again, that comes up. It'll find it quite quickly as well, depending on your internet connection, but it is a very fast working app too. I haven't had too much trouble with lagging or anything like that. So there's another spot that we go to on a regular basis. So yeah, check it out anyway. It's a really good app for you to get started with, and as I said, we've used it a number of times on tracks that we've done that suits us really well. So there may be other maps out there that suit your requirements more, but yeah, this just seems to work really well. And the best thing is you don't have to outlay a lot of money to start off with. So check it out anyway, guys. So it's called Gaia, Gaia GPS, on both platforms, and yeah, it works a treat. So thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, leave a comment below, and we'll catch you on the next video. And remember, as always, stress less, camp more. Cheers.